Welcome guys, kita sekarang ada di divisi 3 ya.
Apabila engkau berjumpa dengan seorang darah yang banyak memberi harapan dengan sepenuh jiwa, jangan biarkan
Hmm.
janganlah sampai engkau berlalu, jangan lama-lama, nanti lama-lama aku diambil orang, jangan lama-lama, nanti lama-lama aku diambil orang.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest against Japan. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of
Real chance! Off the post! Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne and Scholes. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. That's a nicely weighted pass. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Hazard. Xavi Alonso with Scholes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan still without a single shot on target. Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. Chance! Goal! Japan! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gonzalo Guedes. Ball's gone astray. Pressing high and with purpose. Milan are behind here despite their domination of possession. Slightly better ball would have led to Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Sudden chance to counter. Mbappe is onto this. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Dybala. He's shot. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
Milan can really...
Decent chance! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mbappe is flagged offside. Pepelu. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Dybala. He's in a great position here. Kicks out, it scores! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Oi.
Flings in across. Trying his best to keep it in play here. That has ended up in no man's land. Great big chance! And yes, it's there! AC Milan are all square. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Scholes. And it's Xabi Alonso. Milan finding their passes. Mbappe goes for a shot! Donatoni. It's a sharp pass, and he was quick to react. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the shot! In he goes again. And that's caused a worry or two. We're 75 minutes on the clock now. He's got away. And that has been clubbed away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, he's been caught napping. A lot of shoots. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Good ball, good take. And he's on his way. Zanetti.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And he's in on goal. Donatoni. So that's it. It is all over. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Sini sepi malam tanpa sinar bulan, sesepi diriku sendiri dalam penantian. Tak tahan rasanya
Bentar, guys.
gelora di jiwa, ingin segera bertemu. Duhai kekasihku, duhai pujaanku, aku rindu kepadamu. Sekian lamanya ku memendam rasa, tak tertahan lagi rasa gundah di dalam dada. Teringat dirimu, terbayang kau selalu setiap malam-malamku. Datanglah sayangku, hadirlah kasihku, bulan ini merindumu. Betapa indahnya dunia terasa bila kau ada di sisiku. Alangkah syahdunya seakan terasa bagaikan ku di alam surga. Bawalah diriku, oh sayang, ku ingin selalu bersamamu. Tak sanggup lagi diri ini berpisah denganmu, kasih. Cintaku, sayangku, kasihku, ku serahkan hanya kepadamu. Semoga Tuhan merestui bahagia selamanya. Bawalah diriku, oh sayang, ku ingin selalu bersamamu. Tak sanggup lagi diri ini berpisah denganmu, kasih. Cintaku, sayangku, kasihku, ku serahkan hanya kepadamu. Semoga Tuhan merestui bahagia selamanya. Berdua kita selamanya bahagia selamanya.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Welcome guys yang baru gabung, silahkan nonton ya.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who can make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine, a machine that had hammered Messi's side 7-0 on aggregate not too long before.
Very different story that night, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes. He was a bit spent.
And a few doubts about him before the match on account of him not scoring in the previous couple of rounds. How wrong was that?
Played out to the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the shot!
Anjir asik.
What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a good run down the right.
Such good technique.
He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He has a look up.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
Mbappe! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Minutes is number 7, Kylian Mbappe.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Messi. Mbappe, he is onto this. Cracking ball. And he's there to belt it away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Cleared without complication. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's in space and looking for options. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That's positional goals. The utilisation of space.
And he's there to clear it. Great ball, and he's in here. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Lovely, now then, and he shoots!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Oh, beautifully shaped. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
This is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Damian, there will be 1 minute at a time.
Messi. And that's definitely not his best.
Sama tuh sih.
Oh, that's a very deep. It's there! And they are here. A horrible blip. A situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in Considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
As the start of the second half.
Ah,
So takes a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. That's the throw. Delivers with wit. That has been knocked clear. Scholes. And he's in on goal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
yeah.
Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's quick to get it clear again. It's the flank. Back into the middle. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, shooting chance! No, not quite.
About that streak. I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection. The
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's going to be another throw. Out again for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Hazard. Now it's Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that. They want pedestrian in possession. Real chance! And he should have made it four.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really strong.
Messi. Hits it! Rolls and far away! No catching them now! The lightness of step, the sharp of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I'm willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he's intervened well there.
Milan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Drilled in low. Chance! Goes for a shot! And that has faded wide. Looking for options for movement. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Scholes. So that's it. It is all over. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so.
Real chance! It's in! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Big show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Great pressure. He's intervened well there. Chris Reed, he read that really well and stopped it. That looks a decent ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better. The final ball was very poor.
That's really well maneuvered. Real chance. Daddy elbow! And they're at it again in double quick time. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter. And while many might have just lashed out at him, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. And he's had a hit. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's fabulous. They're urging him to... Can he finish? Just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Michael Owen! Michael Owen! 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Mbappe. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, what has happened here? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Mbappe. Now it's Owen. And he's on his way. Elise. This is promising. Cannavaro. He's searching for shapes to shoot. And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. There is the half-time whistle. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Here we go again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And it's been played through. That's a good ball. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Chelsea are having a ball here. And he's onside. Chance! continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is scary.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them.
And a chance! Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it.
Mbappe shot a goal! He scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
After 60
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Kylian Mbappe.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Thinks about the shot. Shot, surely! They've scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. Well, he's been caught napping. Caicedo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Threads one in. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Xabi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Dybala. And that is as far as they're going to go. Dybala. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Olise. Aims beyond the defence. Rijkaard has a look out. And the shot! This is Owen. He's on it. Can he get away? He's gone backward here. Applies the finish!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And here's Owen. Milan can't breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Can he stop it going out? Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Owen is flagged offside. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Scholes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
Mengapa kau bermenung, oh adik berhati bingung. Mengapa kau bermenung, oh adik berhati bingung. Janganlah
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Aduh, sini.
Well, we're underway. Ajax have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now that's well seen too. That's a loose touch. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Xabi Alonso, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. Is face to face with the keeper. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Vitinha. It's
not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And here's Cruyff. Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi Alonso. Scholes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Okazaki. Great ball if he can get there. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind a defence.
Xavi Alonso. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Here's Dybala. Milan looking to pass their way through. And Van Nistelrooy! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, that's a key interception. Okazaki picks out brilliantly. Zanetti. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Mbappe. Vitinha. And he shoots! That's a half-decent try. Do it. Great vision. Oh, super find. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello, everybody, and this is a
midway point of the game.
Milan really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they would be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them,
Oh no, this does not look good. Just the goalkeeper goes for a shot. It's there. The second half sparks straight into life. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Can he finish? Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Yeah, to see it unfold.
He's had a shot! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. There they go, hunting again.
Slip through. Hazard spots it and intercepts.
Kemana be anjing.
Very nicely done. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ajax with the corner. They're first. That's the keeper's ball. And Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run.
Oh, super ball.
Chance for a shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Ajax on Van Nistelrooy! A real chance and a real let-off. Doué looking to be a mess in the final third. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Minute has been indicated.
Tries to play it through, and he's in on goal. And the shot! Ajax are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Rijkaard.
Ada?
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come.
Kisah cinta dua. Mengapa kita berjumpa, namun akhirnya terpisah. Siang jadi hilang, ditelan kegelapan. Ada bisa melenyapkan sebuah kisah. Terbayanglah layaknya salju terbakar, kehangatan dunia dipenuhi warna berseri bunga cinta. Kita yang terlena hingga musim berubah mentari. Menyalalah api cinta dia.
Isabella.
Kembang cinta
Mana bisa suka cinta. Oh,
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Now it's Okazaki, and there's green grass ahead of him, and he's on his way! He's dealt with that really well played.
He read that perfectly.
Goulet. It'll be a throw-in. Knocks it into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cannavaro. It's Xabi Alonso. And it's Scholes. Now it's Okazaki. And it's Modric. Taken back almost at once. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Vlahovic. He's found support out wide. Pedri has it out wide and in space. Milan so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Looking for a runner. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. So, what can they make of this? Cannavaro. That's earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi. Dybala. Now it's Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Scholes. Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Messi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He is through here. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. Milan looking to pass their way through, and this is Dybala. Ramos shows the will to win the ball. Goulet, Elise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Okazaki. Dramini calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? And he's worked it through. And here's Elise. Big chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
This is a
Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Number 14.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Number 20.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Okazaki. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well stopped. Xavi Alonso to Messi. And here's Okazaki. Modric makes the interception. Elise. And it's Arda Güler. He plays one through. Oh, shooting! He hits the net. Just the pick-me-up that game needs. That was fabulous. The most depth of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Elise is flagged offside. Your impression so far, Jim?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Zanetti gets it clear. Xavi Alonso, and here's Okazaki. Driving on and making good progress.
Exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Looking to play him in. And the through ball. He's got away. Can he finish? It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Scholes, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's clever. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Olise. Now there's a fine ball. Milan can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Messi.
Added time.
Now it's Okazaki. And he's managed to get free. Okazaki. That is good strength. Okazaki plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job
Ayaw
done.
gangguan ng
And
takot.
that is that. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Alessandro Costa Curta, doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism and power and physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
It's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Looking here to chip it through. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. That's good running with the ball. Dybala, he can run onto that. Shot could be on. And he's there to get it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Rijkaard. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe Mbappe is onto this. Oh, super ball. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking for a corner. Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Beckham with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Xavi Alonso. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Lovely bit of skill. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Aduh, ini macam si goblok.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Madrid have their second corner now. They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. Milan are looking to go forward now. Mbappe cleared without hesitation. Okazaki is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass was decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Defending of the desperate variety. And for a moment, time stood still. It wasn't the best pass, was it?
The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Beckham goes short. Mbappe is onside. And he finish! Mbappe. There is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, no, what has happened here? Pressing high and with purpose. He's away!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Raul. Skims one in. Oh, what has happened here? Raul! And he's following up. On that. And again. He's got a goal.
Gak bisa
The
peribahasa
breakthrough
anjing.
arrives at last. Raul duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. As Sar can so cleverly bypass the press. And that pass just didn't quite work. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Tries a shot! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's the chance to counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Danger averted for now.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Oh, he's been flattened there. Referee has just said play on. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, important interception. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Oh, it's Scholes. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. This interception, his positioning was
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Scholes. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Beckham. Picks one through. And he cuts out the supply. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that is that. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
It's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Vitinha. Driving through the middle. It's just about came out on top, but they were certainly catched it. Now it's He's going to be disappointed with that. Can they get him away? He has found the way through. Hazard. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And Van Nistelrooy!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with the corner, there first. Vitinha. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. And that could set him on his way. And he's got the beat. There's the shot! He's scored! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Kubo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's fabulous. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! It's a sharp pass. It's a really well-measured ball.
There will be 1 minute added
Kubo
time.
in acres of space out wide. And that'll be the last act of the first half. But it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that
Just a quick
needs
announcement.
rousing
We
at
would like to
half-time
inform
because
you
in
that
truth they've
CCTV
not really
is
been at
now
it so
in
far.
operation for your
If
safety.
the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to. from Milan, number 9, Van Nistelrooy. Coming on the field is number 10, Messi.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again. Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. And a chance! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chance! They've done it! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's found a way through. That should get the job done. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Scholes. Nicely shaped ball. Neatly clipped into space. That's the keeper's ball. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Azar. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's worked it through. Can he finish? It's in! Oh, but you're in possession. The next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Taking place.
Pohang Steelers take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That's good vision. He's cut it out. Ruben Diaz kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just 5 minutes left. He's picked Cristiano Ronaldo! Scholes.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That looks a decent ball. He's on it. Can he get away? He's onside. Referee has just said play on. Azar. And there goes the final whistle. Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall distance. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
And it's been played through. He is and a chance! What a big quick. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan with the corner. They're first. A sudden chance to counter. Not the most convincing of passes. Mbappe! Goal! Milan! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. Like they were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
After 12 minutes is
So a breakthrough already. Pops him off in and wins back the ball. He's in plenty of space here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.